Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you your Divine Masculine Weekly Confessions reading. And this week's theme is I'm Coming Home. So I was really just tapping into this beautiful song this morning from Ozzy Osbourne, Rest in Peace. But this is my favorite song. It is Mama, I'm Coming Home. And so I designed a reading around the lyrics of that song. So I'll put that song down below if you guys haven't listened to it before. So that's what we're basing this reading on today. So obviously, you just want to take what resonates for you and get rid of anything that doesn't. But I will be basing this reading on those of you that are experiencing some sort of a separation or challenge in your connection. So all the decks I'll be using, as well as this beautiful organite, will be listed in the description box down below. And if you guys would like to book your own personal reading with me, I'll also put that information down below, as well as pin it to the top comment. So the very first thing that we're going to go into is, how has your divine masculine changed during this time of separation? What has life taught him during your separation up until this point? So let's take a good look at that. What has the masculine, how has he changed? What has he experienced? How has he grown or changed during this time of separation or challenge? We have dreamer, live your dreams. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is that this masculine had some sort of a dream, or has some sort of a dream, and so he has gone after that, whatever that is. So he's gone on some sort of a journey, and it's really changed him. Maybe what he was dreaming about didn't actually either pan out the way he thought it was going to, or maybe some of those dreams were a little unrealistic, and so reality has come crashing down. So there's been some sort of a change here. But to me, it's like going after your dreams and maybe realizing that when you got there, it's like, yeah, it was great, but it didn't maybe bring me the satisfaction or the completion that I thought it was going to. I still feel like something is missing, etc. So let's go ahead and get some sort of information attached to this. Okay, wow, we have the star and we also have the moon. Wow, okay. So to me, this is a part of the masculine's journey. First of all, dark night of the soul, I'm getting here for the moon. This is really reflecting, but reflection through your shadow journey, the shadow self, anything that scares you, anything that you fear is going to come up on this journey. So I feel like this journey, the dreamer, this is like the fool to me. The masculine started off on the fool's journey. And so anything that he needed to heal, which is the star's energy, has become balanced out on this dark night of the soul, or this fool's journey that he has embarked on. So this has been absolutely necessary. So your separation, or whatever you guys are experiencing right now on your journeys, it's absolutely necessary in order for growth and change and ascension to take place. So this is beautiful, because sometimes we can look at separation as, it's so painful and why is this happening? I don't understand. Everything is happening for ascension and healing purposes. So that is what's coming through so far, how your masculine has changed. He's really, his shadow side, or the experiences that he has had so far on his journey, have been a stepping stone, obviously, on his journey in order for self-realization and wholeness within and healing. So this is very positive. All right, let's see what else. We have the King of Wands, and I love this. The King of Wands is somebody who learns through their experiences. The King of Wands is sitting there very powerfully, residing, and he's also looking to the left and on the card. So when he's looking to the left, he's reflecting on his past. He's reflecting where he came from and everything that it took to get to this current point. So this is really positive. So I do feel like the masculine has matured a lot. He's a much more soulful, he's deeper, he's able to, go in and really like do that introspection, that self-reflection, as well as taking that inventory and looking at his life so far, and kind of celebrating and seeing how far he has come. And this could also be that this masculine has accomplished a dream, because the King of Wands is a real go-getter. The King of Wands is somebody who is very ambitious and goes after what they want and their dreams. So yes, this particular masculine could have achieved some sort of a great dream and feels really good with where he is at this particular time in either his career or just who he is as a person. So he's definitely changed. He's not the same that you remember, Divine Feminine. He is somebody who has gone through some major changes from within, and the journey that he has experienced, and all the things, all the people along the way have really, transformed him. So this is something that's very, very significant part of his journey. So let's go ahead and see what else. How else has this masculine changed during this time of separation? We have Alchemist. I'm getting the book, The Alchemist. So whether you've read it or not, it's very much about a person that is going off into the world to find themselves. And so this is coming through here. Improve your outlook. I feel like if the masculine did not have a great outlook on a certain thing in his life, let's just say he didn't have a great outlook on love and connection, through this journey that he has embarked, he has learned a lot about himself. He has learned a lot about just life. And so he may not have the same outlook anymore that he used to have on a certain subject, because he has gone through something. He has lived his life. He has learned a thing or two on his journey. All right, let's see what else. Yep, Two of Swords. Anywhere where this masculine was feeling stuck, he's worked it out. I'm not saying that this particular masculine has completed all of his healing, but he is at least on his way. This is something that has shifted and changed. So any kind of stuck energy, anywhere where he was like a little apprehensive to do this or to do that, feeling stuck, not wanting to commit, not wanting to make decisions, this has shifted. This has changed. This is beautiful. I feel like with that rabbit energy, he's gone down some sort of a rabbit hole, okay? And the Prince of Jars, I believe is, I want to say it's the Page. I'm pretty sure it's the Page, or it is. Hold on, let me just take a look at this deck. Glad I checked. It's the Knight. So the Knight of Jars is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups, I mean, look, this to me is an open heart. This is someone who has healed their emotions. They've healed their heart space. They're not so afraid to take a risk and open up their heart to new experiences. So they've definitely had some experiences in love and relationships. Since you've been in a separation with your masculine, or maybe during a time of challenge here, they have opened up their heart to new experiences. It doesn't have to be romantic for everyone, even though I'm getting that for a lot of them. But this just could be other situations that they've encountered have taught them a lot, about themselves emotionally. I feel like they've had to emotionally mature and grow. And the King of Wands tells me this is like somebody who has rounded out a lot of their rough edges, okay? All right, let's see what else. Oh. The Devil, yep. They've done a lot of shadow work. They absolutely have. Anything that was keeping them bound, anything that was keeping them like incarcerated, right? That's so funny. I just did a daily message this morning, and this was the theme. So this could be for some of your masculines out there, but this is being toxically tied to behaviors or certain addictions, certain people, certain situations, traumas, etc. So this actual path, this healing journey, this literally shows me your masculine's journey. And it's like, we're going towards the moon. We're facing the darkness. We're facing the shadows. We're facing things that we fear the most. So we're doing that dark night of the soul work. The devil is just that. We are battling our demons. We are facing our demons. We are slaying our demons. We are not allowing them to take hold over us or have control over us any longer. So this masculine had to go down his own rabbit hole, is what I'm picking up on with that rabbit. He had to go down a particular rabbit hole in order to figure something out, like an Alice in Wonderland, kind of a trip, journey, something, okay? That seems to be the message here. So this is awesome. He's slayed something. This is perfect. And the King of Wands is Leo's season, which we are currently in. So this could be something that is really taking place very powerfully right now. It's impacting him on a level very just I don't want to use the word traumatically, but I feel like that's what it is. Traumatically right now, a lot of radical things are happening for this masculine. You know, tower moment, that sort of thing. So this is how he has changed. These are the things. He's not the same. He'll never be the same again because of these changes. So he's transforming. So now we're going to look at the wounds between the two of you. So what emotional pain or betrayal still lingers between the two of you? What part of the past is hardest to forgive or forget? Let's take a look. Wow, look at the chains. Somebody did not have faith. So this masculine may have been skeptical. He didn't believe something. There was a lack of belief. He didn't want to open up his heart to anything because he didn't have faith, either in himself, in a particular thing, or just life. So this faithless energy, I feel like the masculine is no longer faithless. This masculine's faith has been restored. And that's one of the reasons why the star came up. Because, you know, in order to get to the light, it's like we've got to face that darkness. And the star is healing. The star is renewed faith. So it's the opposite of this faithless energy. And it's so funny because there are some cards that fell on the floor, and I'm going to show you what they are. Well, I'm going to tell you because I can't pick them up. We've got the star. We also have the devil, and we have the justice card. So something has been balanced out on this masculine's journey. And it took a lot of battling of darkness and demons to get there. But I do feel like he is either ready to release himself, unshackle himself, unburden himself, because this jaded just point of view hasn't, I feel, done him a lot of favors in this life. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what emotional pain or betrayal. So he may have inflicted a lot of emotional pain on you because he was in pain. You know, hurt people, right? Didn't have faith in something, was too jaded. Also, it could just be jaded from past encounters. So it was like taking that into your connection. We do have the 10 of Pentacles, which to me, it's like the home card. It's the family card. Family trauma, generational trauma, whatever this is. This could be like parents that don't believe in certain things, or just the way that you were raised. It had obviously a huge effect on you. So to me, this is a masculine who was suffering from some sort of belief system. And that belief system was just a part of who he was. And so it took him a while or to go off on his own journey in order to find himself so he could disconnect from a lot of that family programming. Okay? So I feel like what caused emotional pain was some sort of family trauma. It was some sort of the way he was raised, or maybe even like problematic situations within the home, toxic relationships, toxic ties, toxic behaviors, all stemming from the past. Okay. So that seems to be something that may have happened here. He didn't have faith that you guys could also, that he could commit to you, take this connection the distance, be there for you, be stable for you. So he may have pulled away because he was afraid that he could not become and provide that 10 of Pentacles for your connection. Okay, let's see what else. It's like the death of a dream. It's this masculine may have even spoke of these things, building a future with you, long-term goals and plans, only to pull out at the last minute. And that may have absolutely devastated you, Divine Feminine, obviously. We do have misguided, took a wrong turn. But was it a wrong turn? It wasn't. Because all these mistakes, all these things that the masculine did, it brought him to who he is today. I just was talking about this with Mr. Moon. It's like, had we not gone through certain things, we wouldn't be where we're at today. So it's like, we can actually thank those people that seem to be like, oh God, just gut-wrenching catalysts for this change. But had they not done those things, we wouldn't be who we are or where we are today. So it's just about like making peace with the past, realizing that it did serve a purpose. We're not spiritual bypassing, by the way. It's just we're accepting that, hey, you know what? Had I not gone through that thing, I might not actually be as wise as I am today. I may not be as strong as I am today. So this is the thing. Masculine he made some mistakes. We all make mistakes. But these mistakes help us to figure out who we truly are and where we really want to go and what's important. So this masculine, if he made an unwise decision, he made some sort of a mistake, he took a wrong turn, this led him somewhere else besides your connection, and this may have caused heartbreak on your end, Feminine. Now we have the Three of Pentacles. So it's like, instead of working together, I'm going to go in another direction. Instead of building our life together, instead of having faith in some sort of a long-term connection and commitment with you, I'm going to take a different route. This train is not for me. I need to hop off of this. So I feel like the biggest heartbreak here is this masculine got to a point where he just couldn't do it. He couldn't see the long haul here. He couldn't, it's like he wasn't in it for the long haul because he didn't believe in it. He didn't believe in himself is what it is. He didn't believe in himself. So let's see what else. What else is coming through as emotional pain or betrayal that still lingers between the two of you? We have doubt. See, he had a lot of distrust. He was uncertain and he was wavering. More chains. Didn't this just come up the other day? Just a bunch of stuff with chains. Yeah. It's like being chained down by the devil's energy. So he just unfortunately was not able to have enough faith here. So he had a lot of doubts. He didn't trust this process. He didn't trust his own feelings. He didn't trust his own heart. He didn't trust this connection. So what did he do? He deterred it. Like, this is Seven of Wands, which is, I'm going to fight this every step of the way. I'm going to put my guard up. I need to defend myself. I'm in danger. This isn't good. I need to run away. So masculine could have really blocked you, feminine, blocked you from having any more access to him, just, cut it off very abruptly. And it may even kind of put you into a situation where you're starting to like gaslight yourself. Was any of it real? All the things that he said, what's wrong with me? Was I the only one that felt anything? Why? Why did he say this? Why did he say that? Just to turn around and do something else. So there's obviously a lot of inner turmoil that was happening with this divine masculine in the past. And this unfortunately created a lot of mixed signals for you. So there could be a lot of sadness and betrayal over the mixed signals and saying one thing and doing another, or promising you something and not being able to deliver. Okay, let's see what else. We have egotistical. And then this last one will take it too. So we'll do that one next. Egotistical, pompous, know-it-all, smug. Ooh, so this is a tough one here. Masculine was operating out of his ego. He wasn't operating out of his heart. Just kind of felt like he knew best. Maybe he even got to a point where he just thought he was above this, better than this. There was something better. Grass was greener, whatever. So this could be a masculine that was originally in his heart space, feminine, and then he shifted, flipped a switch and went into the ego, and it was just devastating. Yeah, because we have the King of Souls, which is, instead of doing the honorable thing, instead of operating from the heart space, because you knew this masculine soul. You really knew this masculine soul, and that's who you connected with them from the very beginning. But he flipped the switch back to the ego, back to this is my protective space. This is where I feel strongest. This is where I feel like I'm in control. This is just all I know. This is how I've always operated. So you got a little glimpse of who this masculine truly is and what he's truly capable of, but it didn't last long. So this also crushed your soul, divine feminine. I feel like heartbroken energy here. And now we have manipulative. Dominate, maneuver, exploit. Ooh. So this could be not for everybody, but this masculine may have exploited you. He may have said some terrible things. He may have shared secrets. He may have done something specifically in order to just like get away or run away. And it was just extremely heartbreaking and hurtful. Yep, there it is. 7 of Swords. Yep. Covert. It's like he started lying. He started going behind your back. He held information from you. You know, he turned into somebody that you felt like you didn't even know. I mean, this created so much betrayal trauma for you, I'm getting feminine, that it was really, really hard for you to either heal, or it's still hard for you to even heal and forgive and let go of that bitterness today. But what I'm getting here is that this masculine, this is one of his tactics when he doesn't feel like when he feels like he's losing control, this is his go-to. And that is this egotistical energy here. This is who I'm going to be. This is the stronger position. But as we've just seen here, this masculine has really shifted. So if this is who he was, I am getting that he has shifted out of this energy and he's no longer operating so heavily in his ego anymore. Okay. So now this last question is torn between push and pull, which is what inner conflict does your divine masculine still wrestle with when it comes to this connection? What keeps pulling him back despite everything? What's this inner turmoil, this inner conversation that this masculine has with himself about you and this connection, everything that happened? We have undead, so you're not dead. You're the ghost in my head is what that says. So you're the ghost that will always haunt me. This connection is never dead. And it's funny because I felt guided to use the Day of the Dead skulls here today. It's undead energy. It's like honoring what's gone, but it's still, you know, very much you remember. So obviously, you know, Ozzy Osbourne just passed, and so that's also why I you know, it's like remembering, right, through the song. All right, let's see. 7 of Pentacles. So yes, the 7 of Pentacles, even though this masculine's armored up, he put on his very heavy armor, but when he doesn't have a lot going on, so when he is not busying himself, whether it's like with other people or situations or work or whatever, that moon energy, he does reflect on this connection. He dreams about you, pop up in his subconscious. You may haunt him in his dreams. He does contemplate. He reevaluates your connection. This to me is something that he is unable to let go because you're the ghost in his head. So the inner conflict that he has is thinking about and reevaluating his moves, reevaluating how he acted and the choices that he made in your situation and connection in the past. Okay, let's see what else comes up for him. It's like, do I make a move? Evaluating his move. We have summoned, yeah. You're coming up in his dreams. So this vision here, it's like he's sleeping. Invoking your presence while dreaming of you. So he's dreaming of you, feminine. You're popping up in his dreams, and it's his subconscious. You're just there. So even if he doesn't even like, you know, mean to have you there or want you there, you're still popping up. You're being summoned, okay? Six of Wands. So to me, Six of Wands is wanting to be victorious. And the fact of the matter is that there is not a victorious outcome yet. This masculine may not have returned. He may not have apologized. He may not have, you know, corrected a lot of this. So this to me is he's like on this push and pull energy of wanting to summon you back, wanting to come back, but then I'm just going to kind of pause and just reflect on this instead. So it's like back and forth, wanting to do something and then pulling back and not doing anything. So there still seems to be this push-pull struggle here. What other inner conflict is coming up? What else does he wrestle with when it comes to your connection? So he's torn between coming back, returning, or staying away. We have Vineyard. You're sweeter than red wine. So to me, this is beautiful. It's like you're very sweet. Your energy is very kind, very perhaps angelic. You didn't deserve what he did. So there could be like a lot of guilt and remorse here. We have 10 of Wands. You can see clearly that this particular feminine is very angry, overwhelmed. He's overwhelmed with what he did to you, feminine. He's overwhelmed because you were so kind, you were so loving, and he was such a monster. That's what I'm picking up on. It's a very overwhelming feeling. It burdens him. It burdens him to actually think about this. So he may try not to think about this, but you come up anyways. You're coming up subconsciously for him. So even if he tries to push you away, push you out of his mind, you're still coming up in his dreams. So he can't forget you're the ghost that never goes away. We have Siren. You're the one I need, but I also fear you. I want to come back, but I'm afraid. There it is. There it is. And we have Six of Swords. I just want peace. I want to recover. I want to get to a better place with you, because the place that we're in right now, it's a challenge. It's choppy. The waters are choppy. You know, we didn't leave on good terms, and I hate that. So this masculine wrestles with that fact. We have Sadist. I never meant to hurt you. So to me, this is that manipulation, okay? Whatever happened, the Seven of Swords shit, whatever this was, this manipulative energy, right? It's like, I never meant to hurt you. I was such a sadist. Yeah. Like hurting you. You may have even looked at this masculine and thought, you're this, you're that, because it was so hurtful. Like, how could you go from being so kind and so loving to this? We have the Sun. So to me, what this is this masculine has grown past this behavior. So I don't feel like this masculine is entirely this person anymore. Our shadow side is always going to be with us. It's just about balancing it out and making peace with it and accepting that it's just a part of who we are. We're all human at the end of the day. Anytime we can make a choice that's either this or this. So it's always going to be a part of the masculine, but I feel like he has made peace, or he has faced his shadow. He's embraced himself on this level. He has done some sort of work. He realizes why he may have done certain things. So he's grown a lot is what I'm picking up on. So he feels illuminated, like he actually knows that he hurt you. He's taking responsibility, because some of you, it may be that you thought that this masculine would never be sorry. You thought that this masculine would never grow. You thought he was always going to be this person. And I feel like he's not. This is someone who is growing here. So it's been illuminated to him. You've done something wrong. Now you need to correct it. You need to fix this. So this is where this masculine is. His inner conflict is, I want to fix this, but I'm scared. And I feel like he probably has every right to be scared, because whatever happened here was pretty heavy. So that is what I have for you so far, Divine Feminines. I really hope that these messages helped you out. And we are now going to shift over onto the extended version if you guys like to go deeper into these messages and this reading. So I'll put the link down below, as well as pin it to the top comment where you guys can access that extended reading. I'll also put in the description box what we're going to go into on that extended reading. So hopefully I'll see you guys over there. And if not, no worries. Thank you so much for joining me here. And I hope that something was helpful to you, what you've heard today. I'd love to hear about it in the comment section down below. All those things definitely help the channel, and I appreciate it so much. All right, you guys take care. All right, bye-bye.